The more sitting around doing nothing that you're doing, the fewer calories you're going to burn. But if you get up and be active and go explore the world, you're going to burn a lot of calories. It can make it very easy to lose weight. Coach Greg, in today's video, it's all about Brandon William. And how does he stay in such incredible shape? Well, it's a full day of eating and training, and so we're going to go over his diet. How does the guy stay in such amazing shape? And in case you never heard of him, this guy, over 500,000 followers on YouTube. He basically eats and trains like famous celebrities, does all kinds of crazy stuff. He even did a mukbang training and eating like Nigakado avocado. I first heard of this guy from Will Tennyson. Will Tennyson said, hey, Greg, check out this guy. He does a lot of these eating challenges and all this stuff. And so I checked him out, and here's the video. And so I've already watched the video, and frankly, I was shocked. Not at what he ate, but what the macros turned out in the end. And so get this. 2,900 calories, seems normal, perfectly understandable. 150 grams of protein. Guy's not enormous, and so I do believe that's enough protein. 190 grams of carbs, and get this, 157 grams of fat. And I watched the entire video, his full day of eating, and there is no way I believe that he actually ate that much fat. And so for the most part, people underreport how much they ate. But in his case, I think he dramatically overestimated just how many grams of fat he was in fact consuming. And in case you're thinking, well, 2,900, that's a lot. Well, not really. The guy trains, is active, is always doing these challenges. And so is he really actually eating 2,900 calories? I don't think so. I think he's over-reporting how much he's actually consuming. And so I'll let you decide. We're going to go over his video, show you what he's eating. You tell me. Is that 157 grams of fat? And so quite literally says, how I eat and train every day to stay shredded. And listen, I do believe this guy is natural. I don't know for sure. I can't prove it. But he does in fact look natural. But listen, just because somebody looks natural, that they don't have a tremendous amount of muscle, doesn't mean they're actually natural. Listen, there are a ton of people with a lot less muscle than this that are in fact on PDs. And so just because you eyeball someone, look at them and say, well, they don't have that much muscle, doesn't in fact mean they're natural.
For breakfast, I generally always have at least 4 eggs, and then I have about 2 pieces of gluten-free toast, and I have the turkey meat that I put on top of the 2 pieces.
And so for breakfast, 4 whole eggs, 2 slices of bread, some turkey meat, and that's it. Puts on a little bit of oil to cook the eggs, and he has the whole egg. But is that really that much fat? And he's adamant on things being gluten and dairy free. He repeats this a number of times, and listen, unless you're celiac or somehow you're allergic to dairy, there's no reason that you have to just simply eat gluten-free products. And so just because something is gluten-free or doesn't have lactose, doesn't mean it's healthy. And just because something has gluten or dairy doesn't make it unhealthy. And so he does in fact add some avocado on the top, and so let's round it off and say there's 50 grams of fat in his breakfast. It's certainly a very high calorie breakfast for what it looks like. High calorie dense foods, but the guy's trying to get in a lot of calories. He's only eating breakfast, he's then gonna eat lunch. He doesn't have snacks in between. And so perfectly okay to eat a lot of fat for breakfast. He also adds ketchup on the side. If you're trying to lose weight, perhaps have sugar-free ketchup. And if you're not trying to get in the calories, perhaps you're trying to lose weight, all you need to do, copy this exact same meal, but cook it without the oil. You don't need oil to cook a fried egg on the pan. Of course, you can have it. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you're in fact trying to lose weight to get shredded, would it not make more sense to not cook the whole eggs in oil?
I work between 7 to 11, and on a full stomach, I'm not as focused and I'm a little bit more tired. Although I may not eat anything between 7 to 11, I do like to drink a lot of water.
And so he's all about the fasting. And so the first 4 hours of the day when he wakes up, he just drinks a lot of water. Am I a fan of that? No, of course I'm not. You know I'm not. And so I'd rather see him wake up and eat breakfast, as you have 5 opportunities for muscle protein synthesis to occur. If you're trying to maximize muscle growth, I don't believe that fasting is the best approach. If you are in fact trying to reduce your calories and you're simply not hungry in the morning and you want to skip breakfast, well, that's okay. The choice is yours. It's okay to fast. I just personally don't think it's optimal. And considering this guy is already lean, he doesn't have to worry about the calories, he has a ton of fat, it's not a problem for him, he adds oil to cook with and so on. Does it really look like the guy has to skip out breakfast to save his calories for later? I don't think so.
Today we're gonna be hitting a back and bicep workout, specifically from the Hybrid God workout program. So we're gonna have a little bit of calisthenics in there, and also get some weight training.
And so his training consists of a variety of weightlifting exercises, standard bodybuilding exercises, as well as calisthenics. He's doing various challenges. For example, becoming a gymnast, doing 30 days of gymnastics, trying to get to be the best gymnast he can be, handstand, push-ups. And so he's learning lots of things. He's copying other YouTubers, living the life of other people. And so he is in fact doing a lot of training, learning how to do various exercises. And so he's not shy to weightlifting. And listen, the guy is not immune to making mistakes. He quite literally was doing deadlifts, bare feet, sumo stance. Quite literally going for a 1 rep max, drops the weight on his foot. And so just because you have experience in the gym, you know what you're doing, doesn't mean you're immune to making mistakes. And so please wear your footwear when you're going to the gym. You don't need to take your shoes off. Shoes are there for a reason. And so you can't convince me it's not safer to deadlift with shoes on rather than shoes off.
All right, so for lunch, we have our sweet potatoes. So we're gonna make some chicken and a little bit of salad.
And for lunch, 2 hours and 15 minutes later. And so notice that. He's already hungry 2 hours and 15 minutes after eating breakfast. But yet he fasted, didn't eat for the first 4 hours when he first woke up. And so when you fast, what happens is ghrelin hormones go up and they make you hungrier later in the day. My advice, just eat. There's no reason to be skipping meals and trying to condense all your foods into a certain 8-hour window and so on. If you just spread out your meals 4 to 5 times a day for optimal muscle protein synthesis to occur, you'll most optimally be able to build muscle and have a balanced diet. And for a guy eating 157 grams of fat in a day, guess what meal 2 is? Sweet potatoes, chicken breast, and a salad. But yet, he's going to have 157 grams of fat. And so notice he just guesses and puts a little bit of oil on. He didn't measure it out. He didn't use tablespoons or weigh it in grams. And so how does he actually know how much he's eating? And so see, that's the issue. That's the problem. People are guesstimating. They're just putting on random amounts of food and saying, I ate about this much. Do you really think he put on so much olive oil that it allowed him to eat 157 grams of fat in a day? Of course not. And so what about you? You probably underestimate how much you're using. How much peanut butter did you actually use? How much ketchup did you put on those fries? 1 tablespoon or 5 tablespoons? If you don't measure it, you'll never know. And so if you're not losing weight, thinking calories in, calories out doesn't work, does it really not work? Are you really breaking the laws of thermodynamics? Or are you just not measuring accurately? And so meal 2, I mean, how is this not healthy? It's chicken breast, sweet potatoes, and a salad with some dressing on it. How can you argue with this? Obviously, it's healthy. Is it sustainable? I'm not sure. I'm not him. Seems to be working great for him. But for you, if this is not filling enough, perhaps you could have more salad. Salad very small. I would suggest having a bowl of salad on the side. Perhaps use the salad dressing, make it light, have it lower in calories, but this is a perfectly healthy and amazing meal. And so he's tasting it, says, you know, it could use some more seasoning. It's not tasting very good. And that's just it. You need to make your foods amazing. They need to be delicious. If it's not good, how long will you be able to stick to it? And so if you're a big eater and wanting to lose weight, I have a freaking cookbook, the hard copy version. Low-calorie alternatives to all the foods you enjoy. Lots of protein, big, large portions. Gone are the days when you have to starve yourself eating chicken, broccoli, and rice. Get the frickin' cookbook. It's going to have low-calorie, delicious meals, easy to prepare. Even Coach Greg, I ain't no chef. I can make these foods. And so if you're not a gourmet chef and you want quick and easy meals to make, meals that you can eat and love that your entire family will eat, easy to make, delicious, amazing recipes that'll keep you full finally, get the frickin' cookbook today. Click the link in the description.
Now that I've had my lunch, it's around 4 p.m. and around this time, I like to get out, enjoy a little bit of nature.
And so now it's 4 o'clock, a couple hours go by, and he's out going for a walk, going out in nature, doing some calisthenics. And so he's very active. His NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, is going to remain high. And so if you're trying to burn calories, trying to stay lean, what you need to do is be active. The more sitting around doing nothing that you're doing, the fewer calories you're going to burn. But if you get up and be active and go explore the world, you're going to burn a lot of calories. It can make it very easy to lose weight.
Now, if you're doing an eating and training like Brandon William video, we have to include at least one takeout meal.
And meal 3, takeout. You think this guy ate perfectly, that it's all healthy? Have you seen his videos? Guy's often eating crazy amounts of food, lots of junk, and so on. And so meal 3, he doesn't have the time. He doesn't have my cookbook. He doesn't know there's easy and amazing, delicious recipes to create that you can do at your own home. And so he goes out to eat. Fast food restaurants, they contain a lot more calories. And so clearly, he gets away with it. He has above average genetics for being lean. He's also very active. He burns off those excess calories. And so considering his cooking skills aren't that good, this would be the perfect cookbook for him. Simple, easy to make recipes. I'm sure he would love this book. That is the only thing he's missing. He wouldn't have to go to the fast food restaurants and eat the things he's eating for supper. And so again, gluten-free, dairy-free. I don't know what the deal is on everything has to be gluten-free and dairy-free. Perhaps he's allergic to dairy, has nothing he can do. It's just bad for him. But remember, that's for him. Just because he can't eat gluten or dairy doesn't mean that you should avoid it as well.
It's currently 8:32 p.m. right now. Around this time, I eat my sweets.
And it's now evening time, 8:30. He likes sweets. And so he's going to eat them. And so lucky him, he has a great metabolism. He can eat all this sugar and fat. He gets away with it. He eats what he wants for the most part. And so he eats a couple meals that are very healthy, but for the rest of the day, he likes to eat what he eats. And remember, it's calories in, calories out. And so for his evening snacks, chocolate cereal and cookies. And of course, dairy and lactose free. But where are you getting all the fat? 157 grams. And so that evening snack does not appear to be high in fat, mostly high in sugar. 157 grams. And so you've seen what he's had all day. Egg sandwiches for breakfast, sweet potato, chicken, salad for lunch, and a sub wrap for supper. Where's all the fat? 157 grams. And did you see him weigh anything? Did he measure anything out? The only thing he did right was count how many eggs he was using. And so for the most part, I don't believe this. He's saying it's 2,927 or whatever exact amount of calories, 151 grams of protein. How is he being so exact? He's rounding off at best, and so I do believe he's probably eating a lot less fat than he thinks. And so the macros here and there, but what I do know is working for him. It's working. And so he probably doesn't track calories. He probably just eats. He eats, and if he gains more weight, he just exercises more or eats less. It's not rocket science. And so if you're struggling to lose weight, I do recommend you start tracking what you're eating. The more you track, the more you know. Knowledge is power. If you discover, wow, 140 calories in the ketchup I'm putting on my fries, I never knew that. I'm going to switch to sugar-free ketchup. Or, wow, that piece of cheesecake, 1,200 calories, I can't believe it. 600 calories in a cookie or a muffin? Why? Why would it have that much? And so you make smart, educated choices based on the calories in the foods that you're eating. I'm not saying to become obsessive and to stop eating all things that you enjoy, but at least know the calories in the foods that you're eating and make decisions accordingly. And so his wish to have 1 million subscribers, I do think he's well on his way. He's already halfway there. Doesn't have that many videos, but trust me, they are amazing videos. Highly educational, often going viral, getting millions of views. If you've never heard of this guy, well, you've heard of him now. Highly suggest you go subscribe to his channel. And so, of course, if you want to lose weight, keep it off for the rest of your life, I highly recommend you get my life's work, the Circle Diet book, hard copy version, also the freaking cookbook. You can get this book now. Click the link in the description. You want a free training program? Become a newsletter subscriber. Click the link. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IFB Pro. Please check out the bloob, subscribe, and click the bell button. Comment for the algorithm. Also, harder than last time supplements. Too many to name. So many can get those. Just click the link. Find out what we got. Also, don't forget coaching plans by me, my team, phone consults. And until next time, I am out.